Hi! Hello everyone. Hello Gecko. Hello husband who tries to give me scuff again. And then he's mad if I tell him he's my scuff. Wait. Don't scare me like that, Gecko. Wait, no. It's not even Gecko. Wait. Did you change your... No, you didn't. Now I'm confused. Only thought it did that when you like resubbed on purpose. Yeah, okay, no. There you go. Thanks you too. Thanks you too. Yeah, that's what confused me. I thought it would only do that if you like resub on purpose with like Prime. I didn't know it would do that if it's like only the normal recurring sub that you don't have to like renew manually. No, I knew his wow. Why are they so loud now? I'll drink, Gecko. No, I thought yours would just renew on its own. And I thought I wouldn't get like a notification for it. And yeah, I knew that Gecko's Prime was running out and he had to renew it manually. Right. Now, oh shit. We're basically doing my most well, let me put it that way. Least favorite part of Fontaine. Let's not say most hated part of Fontaine. The prison. Let's hope we'll get through this rather quick. I do have a guide open. I hope that makes it quicker. Do you actually have the... Oh shit, I'm fucking stupid. Do you both have the other sub icon now, or is it 4 months where it changes?
Why aren't you allowed to working? And don't go walking around with the widgets.
Did I... Fucked it. Oh, I forgot to take it out. Okay, okay.
I'm on speed. But after so many shifts, it seems we're really getting the hang of it now.
Paimon is making me mad again because she didn't do shit. It was all me.
Hey there, fellow shift mates. I saw you finished your work, so I thought I'd come over and say hi.
Oh,
Yeah, then it's
hey
4
there.
months.
I've seen you before. Your assigned workspace is really close, isn't
Always forget when the first one changes.
That's
Oh no,
right.
it should be
My
now.
name's Rowan. This past few days, I couldn't help but notice the new faces working nearby.
Hi,
guess
Buff.
we were
Thanks for
destined
that,
to meet.
pet.
I've been working here for
But
almost
I
15
mean,
years.
you both
Even the
don't
foreman
even
Granville
show your
always
sub
calls me
badges
Chief.
anyway, so.
Wow, you've been working here a long time, Chief.
If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask me. I know the work here in the production zone better than the back of my hand.
All right, Chief. We'll be sure to come to you first.
Did you just ask about the rules?
Yes, indeed. I asked about
Pretty sharp
the
for
rules.
newcomers. You've already heard about the rules, huh? Who'd you hear it from? Alright. Seeing as I'm the one who came over here, you're already calling me Chief. I guess I can tell you a little. Truth is, you two keep working like this,
Oh,
you might
sorry.
be putting yourselves in danger.
Huh? Wait, there's even a rule about that? What would have happened if you never told us about this?
Well, it's usually not that easy to break one on accident. The conditions of the hidden
Yeah,
rules
my
are usually pretty specific.
usual
But
stream
once you do break
sneezes.
one, bad things happen. If you work continuously in the production
So
zone
weird.
for 3 days,
Could be like
and if
fine
all
the
you do
whole
besides
day,
eating and
but
sleeping
as
is just
soon
work,
as
then something bad will happen
as I
during lunch
start
on the third day.
streaming, I'll start sneezing too. It's so weird.
Like what? Oh, don't scare Paimon.
TikTok
If I
videos,
knew
Paimon.
that, then I wouldn't be standing here talking to you, now would I?
That's what happens. and you will destroy your
mean,
reputation.
Even you have never tried working 3 days like that before?
There's actually a legend about this rule. They say that there was a worker who worked way harder than me. He was both efficient and eager on the job, and most other workers couldn't hold a candle to him. One time, he tried to test his limits and worked as long as he could. Then during lunch on the 3rd day, he disappeared into thin air.
Yeah, I mean,
as if
literally.
he'd evaporated.
I
Later,
don't think the
some people
others
went and
made
asked some of his past
TikTok
friends about him,
videos.
but they said, never heard of the guy.
What the? How could that happen?
Like,
Unfortunately,
insulting the
we were
player
assigned
base
different
of
production zones. I never saw
the
for myself
game
what he
who's
looked like.
basically paying you always went well, right?
Wait, are you thinking that it was...
Oh? You... Listen, kid. This ain't the kind of thing you should be curious about. Let me tell you, you're better off forgetting about it and looking after yourself. Now I kind of regret ever telling you.
Yeah, I agree with Chief here. Do you really want to try?
Yep, we will try.
Alright, if you insist.
Why are you even scared, Paimon? Nothing will happen to you. It's only me that should be afraid.
Just a regular meal set. Guess Paimon shouldn't get her hopes up. What would you like to do this afternoon?
Think it actually doesn't really matter what
Maybe
we
we'll
do
be able to find some leads
for the
there.
progress. Oh god, yes, that means a lot of head pets and water. But yeah, that's limited per stream. Where's the ring thingy? I have to go up? Yes, the water is limited. I think it's here. No, definitely not. That does sound like you have a very, very strange fetish actually. Let's not go there. Honestly, it's not only his fault. Since when I looked up like
Oh,
a
you
guide
must be
to
a
do
traveler,
it,
huh?
they
Sorry, mate,
did like
competitors as strong as you are prohibited
suggest
from
putting a
participating.
limit on it,
I don't make the
so
rules, mind you, but
you
I was
don't
given
have
very
to
specific
drink like 5
instructions.
liters per
Even
stream.
convicts value their lives, don't they?
So it's
I hope you can
definitely not
understand.
only Gecko's fault.
But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength, and you'll even earn some credit coupons in the process. What do you think? Interested?
And if we lose the game, will it cost us credit coupons?
Of course. That's the cool reality.
Yeah,
facing
in
every
your eyes,
competitor in a
it's
place like
always
the
Gecko's
Pancration
fault. Oh no,
Okay,
it's one of
great.
those
Let me
Simon
walk you through the
Says
rules.
thingies, right? I hate those.
The targets in front of you will pop up one after another. You'll need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. If you can complete a few rounds in a row with no mistakes, then you'll win credit
Depends
coupons.
on what it
The
is.
second you mess up the order, you'll lose. Game over. The game costs 300 credit coupons to have it go. So, you up for it?
Ah, sure.
Thanks for your patronage, mate.
I mean, I
Now,
don't have
let the game
the
begin.
choice, actually. Yeah, I know how it works, and I hate it. I hate anything that's remotely Simon Says.
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Let's not do this ever again, please.
I'll be. They weren't exaggerating about how strong you are. Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of shortchanging you. Here's the credit coupons you won. Put them somewhere safe.
Is my pocket safe enough?
Seems we had a productive day. Hope we can make even more progress tomorrow. Oh, Paimon doesn't want to get up. He's completely exhausted from yesterday. What do you have planned?
What a jump scare. Thanks. Okay. Okay, apply for continuous work shifts. Yeah. So
Right, we
work,
just
I
have to
guess.
keep at it.
Look who decided to show up. Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a wasting.
Am I just tripping, or are the alerts louder again for some reason?
Oh? What's with suddenly wanting to work so hard? You need coupons that badly?
Sure. Let's just say we really want to test our limits.
So weird, because I didn't change anything. They shouldn't be louder. That's why I'm so confused.
Ooh, Paimon's had it. Who knew that processing these widgets would be so tiring?
She's making me angry. She's just watching me work. But oh no, I'm so tired. Oh, you aren't doing anything, Paimon.
That's it. Paimon doesn't even have the energy to talk anymore.
Good.
Is it time to eat yet?
Could say something meaner, but I won't.
Oh, Paimon's exhausted. It's just work, work, and more work. Paimon's little
Didn't
body
do
can't handle
anything.
this much longer. Wait a sec. Now that Paimon thinks about it, haven't we been working non-stop for 3 days now? And now it's lunchtime.
And didn't you just say you are so exhausted you can't even talk anymore? Why are you still talking?
Oh, Paimon feels a shiver going down her spine. What's going to happen? But it doesn't seem like anything's changed at all. And we made it to the coupon cafeteria safely. Are the so-called hidden rules only a rumor after all? Well, there's no use to just guessing all day. Paimon's stomach has been grumbling the whole time. Let's just eat already.
Grumbling stomach seems
wonders
very
what we'll
normal
get
for you,
today.
Paimon.
Maybe we'll get the super lucky meal. Wait, what? What in the world is this?
Food?
What's with Paimon's food? And yours is the same. Is this stuff meat? But it looks and feels so bizarre. What kind of chef would make food like this? What do you think is going on? Is this the bad thing that Rowan was talking about? No, stop right there. Paimon gets what you mean, just don't say it. Hey,
Okay.
isn't that Woolsey over there? He must have made the food, right? So let's just ask him about the food and be done with it. Hey, Woolsey, have a moment?
What is it? I'm about to go report the numbers for today's free meal, so you'd better make it quick.
It's about the meat in our meals. Look, does it seem normal to you?
The meat? Oh, that. Looks perfectly fine to me. Totally normal. You better hurry up and chow down.
How could this be fun? Hey, don't leave! You barely even looked at it! Hey! Ugh. What should we do now? Woolsey wouldn't even give us the time of day. Is he trying to hide something? Yeah, looks like we have no other choice. Paimon was positively famished a minute ago, but now she's lost her appetite.
Really? You lost your appetite.
What
I think
would
it
you like to do
actually
this
looks
afternoon?
like the meat some of the creatures on the Sumerian desert drop.
Okay, let's see if we can find any new leads.
I think it might actually be called strange meat. Do I have some on me? Would it be here? No, I don't think so. It shows you how much I did in the desert with this account. Basically nothing.
Oh, hello.
Since it's
You two are the ones
most of
who
it
were
is
with
just
His Grace.
optional.
No need
So I
to be
didn't
so
do it
nervous.
yet.
Sorry, I couldn't help but think of His Grace once I saw you, and I... well, it's hard to say. Maybe I am. He's got a very overwhelming
And
presence.
you definitely
It makes
look
me
like
feel
you're
I'm
scared.
just some insignificant little bug.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, I'm always indecisive, and I tend to make a mess of things. It's like a reflex. I just instantly start to tense up the moment I see a smart and capable person like His Grace.
I think he has a crush on him.
What? Please, don't say anything like that out loud. How could you possibly think something like that?
That actually very, very perfectly fit the thing I said. Where's the other teleport point? It's down, isn't it? Huh. Q? Is the quest up here? Nope. Should probably just follow the sparkly line. Let's look for the clues then. Oh. Hey!
Oh, wonderful. I was worried that you'd be busy trying to earn credit coupons all the time, but it seems like you haven't neglected your investigation work after all.
Paimon likes having more coupons, but no one wants to work all the time. Have you also been investigating the area, Lynette?
No, I was just slacking off, and you happened to catch me. My brother is still obsessed with anything remotely related to the Forbidden Zone. But knowing him, it won't be long before we get more leads. Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
Huh? Credit coupons? Why are you giving us these?
I've been here longer than you, so credit coupons aren't a resource in particularly short supply. What is in short supply are interesting people to talk with.
Aw, that's so nice of you, Lynette. We'll be sure to make good use of these coupons then. Thanks a bunch!
That wasn't the clue I was looking for though.
What's the hurry?
It's here. There we go.
Hey, look! There's something here! Looks like a research notebook. That suspicious guy peeking into the infirmary just now. Is he a fan of Seedwing? He must have dropped this. Let Paimon read it real quick. The Melusine perceive the world very differently from humans. There are significant deviations. As a result, their sense of aesthetics and beauty is also very different from that of humans. This must be taken into consideration when giving gifts. Ooh, this all sounds pretty serious. He sure did his homework. And as for the notebook, let's take it.
Yoink, I guess. It's our notebook now. And that's still not everything. Is it? Oi. Gimme. Okay, how did this sword get here? Zack! What did you do here?
What's the hurry?
Wrong game! And how did you go to prison, for fuck's sake? Okay. Hello, chest. Still missing one clue somewhere here, though. Yeah, probably. Oh, it's
What's
him.
the hurry?
He's the clue. But, like, I'm still wrong game, though.
Rowan? What are you doing here, Chief?
Oh, I was injured a bit just now. Nothing major. I think I just pulled something. Little mishaps like this are unavoidable at work, you know?
Huh. Paimon wouldn't have thought someone
Honestly,
as experienced as the Chief would
like
still get hurt on
the
the job.
Fortress of Meripede
I just
being
knew
like
you would
built
say
in a
that.
circle
This is
like
pretty
it is, and with
embarrassing.
the very special
Where's
water
CJ when you need her
down there,
anyway?
it's
One
probably
time
the
I need to
most
make a quick
fitting
trip to the
place.
infirmary.
Oh, you mean she wasn't in the infirmary?
Yeah. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch, and nobody knows where Siege Wing gets off to.
Huh. That's actually really strange. Cedrine's always super dedicated to her work. Where else would she possibly go?
Forget it. I can take care of a small sprain like this on my own anyway. No need to trouble her.
Where did our head nurse go? Okay, next. Oi oi. Just drop. You can glide. Kaya, everything is fine. The fuck? What did the lion just do? Should go down, right? Yes, yes. Come on. This is part of why I hate this. It's taking way too long. Oh, there she is. I'm sorry.
Siege Wing? Aren't you supposed to be in the infirmary? What are you doing in the production zone? Hello, traveler. Paimon? Everyone's usually busy around now, and we don't have any patients to look after in the infirmary. I thought I'd come here and enjoy the sight of everyone hard at work. Enjoy? What's there to enjoy here? It's really worth watching. I often stand here and observe everyone. Humans are just so interesting and adorable. I like to watch your expressions while you work.
Okay.
Are you talking about pets or people? Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions. See, We Melazines are a different
Isn't
species.
she the one
and we
who's
see
like
the world
small and
very
adorable
differently from
though?
humans. It's very easy for me to observe everyone's condition. All it takes is one look, and I can tell which workers are exhausted. Wait, Melazines can see that? Huh. That does sound useful for being a nurse.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Running around tending to everyone's health is very fulfilling. But I'd much prefer it if you're all happy and free from exhaustion and pain in the first place. Take care of your body, and make sure you eat well. Always rest when you're tired from work, and don't push yourself too hard.
Yeah, that
We'll definitely take care
that
of
doesn't
ourselves.
always work
Thanks for
though.
the reminder.
Need more clues though.
So,
Hey!
Oh,
the
what do
traveler in
you have
Paimon.
to say?
No need to tease me, okay? I won't trip on the same step twice. Just like his
Good.
grace said, paying attention to every little detail is the key to prosperity. Maybe this is the true meaning of rebirth, not just earning credit coupons.
Okay, now. This should work. Yep. So we don't have to like take the way too long elevator ride again. Guess it's time to sleep again.
oh, you want to stop investigating and go rest?
Yep.
Okay, you should rest up. We'll be back at it tomorrow. So after working a few days straight, we got some strange meat in our lunch. What was that all about? Has our investigation turned up anything useful recently?
Don't think so.
And it looks like that part of the investigation has hit a dead end.
For now.
Well, we'll keep searching for more clues tomorrow. Good night, traveler. The dawn of a new day. Paimon feels like we're getting
Let me
used to life as
see what
convicts.
my guide says.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? What do you have planned for us?
Oh wow, I don't really need a guide if this is the only one I need to finish now. So let's go work
After working
first.
here so long, we're really starting to get the hang of it. But doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty quickly.
Fine,
Yeah,
Paimon.
Good
I'm
to
holding
kick
a
back and
fine.
relax once in a while.
See if we can go to the fighting ring after we eat.
Oh, just a regular meal set. Guess Paimon shouldn't get her hopes up.
Are you a broken record?
What
You
would
said
you like to
that
do this afternoon?
literally last time. Yeah. Let's do
Sure.
this.
If we're not going to
I
work,
mean, we
then
don't
let's
even
kill
have
some time at the
a
pancreation
choice
ring.
actually, so it's fine. Think we basically have to
Oh,
break the
back
next
for another
rule.
try? I hope you brought enough credit coupons this time.
Oh no. Do I have to do the mini game again?
All right, then get ready to play.
Yeah. Oh, let me actually switch switch to my think he's better
do
for
your
this.
best to hit the targets, just like Colin said.
Ah. That's not why I came here, though.
Your
We
strength
need to
really
break
shouldn't be
the next hidden
underestimated.
rule, don't we?
Now I get why you're prohibited from participating in any official fights.
Boo.
Nobody who values their life would be willing to get in the ring with you. However, you two
You
haven't tried
flatter
betting on
me.
the outcome of a pancration match yet, have ya?
Nope.
Just go talk to Rusimov. Buy a ticket for whichever fighter you think will win. There's a big payout if the fighter you support comes out on
Name,
top.
for fuck's sake.
But we don't know anything about the fighters. How can we possibly know who to support?
That's normal. Just watch a few matches and get a feel for the fighters. It won't be long before you can pick winners in your sleep.
He's got a point. Why don't we give it a try? If we have enough coupons, we could probably bet at random until we figure everything out.
Bet at random, huh? Well, how should I put it? It's not like you
That's not
can't
the
do that. but
Best
I'd advise you to
tactic,
give
huh?
it some more thought first.
Huh? We shouldn't get too carried away. What's the problem?
Coupons, I guess. Oh. Oh. Wait, where's my... There's my
What?
cursor.
Never even picked a boxer before, and you already know about the rules? You're not just strong fighters. Seems you're pretty perceptive, too. Might as
You've
well
been,
tell you about it,
asking
since
around.
You already know that much. Plus, I think you've got the potential to be one of my greatest customers. I think I can let you in a bid. Besides, I don't want to risk ever losing a customer like you.
Is it that serious?
Okay. The hidden rule here is, if you buy both boxers' tickets and support them both, something bad will happen the next morning.
Oh.
So the rule is that we shouldn't pick both boxers in the same fight. But if anyone actually did that, wouldn't they be guaranteed to lose coupons? Who would do that anyway? And
We will
what do
do
you
that
mean by
anyway.
something bad will happen?
How would I know? Not like I'm stupid enough to do that. But I've heard a story about the rule. According to the rumor, there was a masked boxer who possessed incredible skill and power. None of his opponents even stood a chance against him. However, in the final match, the organizers told him to take off his mask. He refused and never showed up to the fight. And after that, he was never seen again. Some say he died, or that he was taken care of by the event's organizers. But everyone remembers that he was someone who cherished honor above all else.
Okay, and
In
what
his
does that
eyes,
have to do with
supporting
betting on
both boxers
both
in a
of
match
the
would dishonor the
opponents?
competition itself.
So you mean it's like a curse? He'll take
Oh,
vengeance on
so
anyone who
he
does
comes and haunts us. Uh-huh, yeah, sure.
No, he was always wearing a mask, like he was intentionally trying to hide his identity. I don't even know anything about his past.
Traveler, do you think that boxer was... Huh? We will?
You're not serious, are you?
Oh, no, we
Look,
are.
Here I was just trying to be nice and warn you, yet here you are trying to break it on purpose?
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to Paimon.
Come on.
Seems you've made up your mind. Just be sure to protect Paimon, okay?
Paimon, I always protect you. Come on.
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons. If you have enough, then go ahead and give it a try. Just don't come running back to me if something happens.
It will be fine.
We woke up so early today that Paimon's been
I just see how... No, I cannot see how many of the coupons I have here.
Good thing it's finally time for bed.
Paimon, you could literally nap the whole day and nothing would change.
Oh, Paimon doesn't
Oh.
want to get up.
There we have
Paimon
enough.
still feels completely exhausted from yesterday. What do you have planned for us?
Okay, let's work
After
in the
working here
morning
so long,
again.
we're really starting to get the hang of it. But doing the same thing all the time can get old.
Yeah, you said that last time. Let's go work and
It's good to kick back and relax when
after the meal we go and bet on both fighters. She's saying the normal thing again. Oh no.
Isn't this the super lucky meal?
There we go.
Looks like hard work really does get rewarded. Paimon's gonna take her time and savor every bite. What would you like to do this afternoon?
Literally the only thing we can
Knowing
actually.
Child, you must have been there all the time.
Yeah, probably.
Are you two here to buy tickets? Better be quick about it. Another match is about to start.
Who are the boxers in the next round?
We have the reigning champ, Le Grappler, versus a contender from the Eastern Prison Block, Demon Horde.
Are those their nicknames, or did they choose those names themselves? Either way, super weird.
Since you're new around here, I'll help you out and give you a little suggestion. Even though Le Grappler is the crowd favorite, Demon Horde is a first-class dark horse with incredible potential. Anyway, for this match, I recommend that you pick... Huh? For both fighters?
Yep.
I could tell you're new to this, but I didn't think you were completely clueless. Maybe you don't quite understand the rules, no? Let me try to explain again for you more clearly. You see...
Oh,
No.
No need, no need. We're aware that we're going to lose coupons.
She's so
Alright
not
then,
happy about
if
this.
you're absolutely sure. Remember, no refunds once you buy the tickets.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, we got it. Just shut up and take our coupons.
Shut up and take my money. Literally.
Aw, looks like we won't get a chance to sleep in as long as we're here. Let's get to bed early.
I mean, we can spend coupons to, thanks. We can spend coupons to, like, skip work in the morning, so we could do that and sleep in,
Package here
technically.
for you. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself. I'm not a delivery man, you know.
We didn't buy anything, though.
A package? For us? Did you buy something, Traveler? Paimon's not quite awake yet, so why don't you go take a look? Right! Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this package is the bad thing that Colin said would happen. Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first.
No,
Paimon
you
after you
stay
opened it.
right here.
Hey, wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it!
Come on. It's not too bad.
Are you okay?
I'm
Let's
still
try and
alive.
Take a peek too.
Now you want to look, Paimon.
Oh, it's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong. Almost like... Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say. Ugh, no way. Get that stuff away from Paimon.
Come on, Paimon. I'm sure it's not blood.
Paimon thinks we shouldn't open the bottle until we figured out what's going on. Just trust Paimon on this one, okay?
Yeah, just trust me, bro, right? I think we should open it and take
What
a
do you have
sniff,
planned for
and
us?
maybe you could take a sip too. We don't have a choice.
Though it feels nice to slack off a little, less work means less coupons. Let's make the most of our morning.
It's okay. We are here to investigate after all, so we are technically doing our work. Okay. So this level, yep. Oh. Oi. He looks sad.
If there's no way to send it all out, maybe I'll never get a chance to leave.
Who are you? We've never seen you before, and you don't look like a fellow convict.
Fellow
I'm not.
convict.
Of course I'm not. Please, don't mistake me for a criminal. I'm a good, law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, that's
Then
what a
are
criminal
you
would
doing
say, though.
here? You sure seem
If they
anxious
don't want
about
to get
something.
caught.
I'm a promoter for Fontico, and I'm usually responsible for promoting our drink products. I thought I could complete my task here quickly and return to headquarters, but I've been here way longer than I anticipated.
Oh, a promoter from Fontico. So what kind of problem did you run into?
Now she's all ears.
I'm so upset. It's all because of that Duke. After discussing the company's promotional plans with him, he told me outright that my project was worthless. However, in light of our long history of successful collaboration, I still tried to patiently explain the details. However, to my surprise, he just cut me off while I was speaking. Let me take a moment and recall his exact words.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time. It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld. That's understandable, and I don't blame you for that. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid, that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living in the underworld, would ever possibly consider buying your drink. Let's just forget it.
Don't think that's entirely
Anyway,
true, though.
That's how he rejected my proposal and asked me to come up with another solution with the condition that it doesn't cause any trouble for him. Can you believe that guy?
Well, he is the head honcho here. Not much you can do about that. We met him too and could tell that he's the kind of guy that's hard to pin down.
Fine, fine. I know, I should just let it go. I'm on his turf after all. His house, his rules.
His prison, his rules. Okay. Where to go now? I wish there was like teleport point, but there isn't. So I have to walk there. And take the elevator again. So luckily it's not the one that takes ages though. Oh no, don't make me play the game again, please.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya? Well, did anything happen?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package, but we still haven't made any sense of the contents.
So it is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did you?
No.
Are
Do
you
we
both
look
still okay?
cursed?
Wait. Are you sure that it's still you controlling your bodies right now?
Actually, I've
Paimon's
been
not
controlling
sure.
them the whole time,
What do you
so
think,
nothing
Traveler? Is Paimon
changed.
still Paimon?
Oh no, Paimon. You're something else.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you two don't seem to have changed at all. but I wouldn't let your guard down just yet.
Not sure if I should take
Still,
that
I
as a
didn't expect
compliment
you
or
would
an
actually do it.
insult.
You could actually throw away coupons like that just to satisfy your curiosity?
Yep. Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
Like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to earn any coupons. When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
Whoa.
Hey, just what are you trying to
Paimon's
imply?
getting deep.
The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures Fanta sponsoring the events?
What do they get out of it, though?
Let's just say it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. They reached out to us first, hoping to promote Fanta products in the Fortress of Meropide. Anyway, you try and take extra good care of yourselves these next few days, you hear?
Don't worry, we aren't getting ourselves killed. I think there's something else we're supposed to find. There it is.
Show me what you got.
Hey, what are these papers scattered all over the ground? Are they registration forms or something? Maybe not. Every page has the Fontaco symbol on it. Maybe it's some flyers from the company. Okay. But if someone catches us, they could accuse us of trying to steal the company's secrets, couldn't they? Oh,
Really?
You're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale trials for the time being. Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying to develop some new products besides Fanta. But it sounds like things aren't going well at all. Let's put these papers back where we found them and make it look like nobody went through them. Okay, good.
Don't think if they are so important, someone would have just let them lay around here, you know? Would be really bad practice to just let trade secrets lay around in a prison. Okay, more clues then. Let's go up again. We hope I don't have to go all the way up though. Not sure. Might be. No. Is it just here? Yep, okay, it's just in the cafeteria. That's fine.
Huh. We ended up here without even thinking about it. Wanna grab something to eat? Alright. But remember that we bought this time with coupons, so let's make better use of it next time. What is this garbage? Ooh, it looks disgusting. Oh, Paimon misses your cooking now.
I take that as
What
an
would you like
insult
to do
though.
this afternoon?
Means my food never was really that good. She only misses it now that she has something that's disgusting. Thanks, Paimon. What actually do we have to do? Let me go look at the guide for a moment. Let's continue here. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, that doesn't let me investigate. Then that's just.
After working here so, but doing the same thing all the time.
Yes, yes, you've said that. Let's
Yeah,
go work. Stop repeating yourself like a broken record, Paimon.
A mysterious box? A bottle of crimson liquid? Paimon still doesn't know what to make of it. Do you have any ideas, Traveler? Really? Then it looks like that part of the investigation led us nowhere. Well, maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow. Good night, Traveler. Okay, so we've investigated 2 of the hidden rules. Paimon didn't think this prison would have so many weird things going on. We'd better pick up the pace with our investigation, otherwise we'll never get anywhere. Yeah,
Oh,
let's
it's not
work
giving
for
you
now
a
and put
choice
our
again.
time to
Okay.
good use.
Then we have to investigate. Really, no working for us anymore. Okay. Let's just ask random people again, I guess. Just let me out of here already.
Hey, isn't that Vidoc over there? Is it just Paimon, or are there fewer people than usual here today?
Do you want me to talk to him? Even though the quest didn't mark him.
Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here. Impressive. Very impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it! Just tell us already!
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever, ever go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Isn't it normal that
Something even more
pipes
terrible?
make sounds?
Like what?
Especially if they are like old and
A
rusty, like
group of
all the pipes
cannibals.
here.
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Meripede?
Yeah, no,
Every
don't
month,
don't
they meet a
believe
few
anything
times
he
in the
says.
dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here. But what's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Yeah, I don't believe one word you say.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's stomach doesn't feel so good.
No.
You two look pretty skeptical.
Yep, I am
No matter.
skeptical.
Learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood and flesh entombed here for all eternity? Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
Yep, let's investigate that hidden rule.
When will all the
I'm
secrets
still
end?
sure it's just a lie. No cannibals. Come on. Okay, what did you mark for me? Oh, you are here.
Isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
Oh, it's skip time for me, okay.
Just stay away from me.
Okay, that's rude.
What? What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
I didn't say anything, though. You have silent protagonist syndrome again.
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's business.
But I'm here to investigate.
Their attitude sure is suspicious. Like they're trying to avoid us. But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think they might just be trying to lure us in? Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon. So you mean we still need to investigate some more? Okay, if you say so.
Okay, I think this one is up here again. Yeah. Here we go.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
I don't like him.
Ask you a simple question. Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
But cannibals!
Well... right! We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
They just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage
because they are
facilities.
cleaned?
There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month.
Know.
And it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
If that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
Well, you
Don't worry.
kinda just allowed us to look out for the sounds, right?
Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned? Right, both are a possibility.
Cannibals, definitely.
But Fielding did say that tonight is a cleaning night. Paimon knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then. Paimon just hopes the guards don't catch us.
Technically, I could probably beat them unconscious. Technically. But let's not do that.
Oh, Paimon's so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate. Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
Ah, the vision again. Like, literally. Right, so they are hiding something, aren't they?
Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looks like you were just peacefully sleeping, the Paimon.
Hi!
What did you see this time?
Welcome.
Really? So we're finally starting to figure out what actually happened. But what about the cannibals? How do you explain them?
There are no
Well, it's
cannibals,
about time for us to get
Paimon.
moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
Yeah, stealth mission. Why is this prison part filled with everything I don't like?
Shh, careful. We'll get in trouble if the guards catch us.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, not this way. We need to get to that pipe, remember?
Yeah, I know. I just want to... Hey, thanks for the follow. Good. Very good. How do you accidentally eat something? Up here? Yeah, okay.
This should
There we
be the
go.
place.
We did it! Oh! Well, that makes more sense, yes. Accidentally eating the wrong one makes sense.
I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
Okay, try me.
What'd you say?
Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
Yeah,
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway?
I think they want a beating.
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Boys, you don't
Yeah,
want to
scram.
do this.
Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey,
Child has this
do
little
you know
prison
our
gang
boss?
here.
Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity a secret. So, did he have you come here to find us?
Yeah, he's actually
so
for
you're Child's
Harbinger.
crew here?
So he's
Seems like
kind
you
of
had
a big
no
deal.
problem getting in.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that...
Think it's a bit harder to
All
explain,
right.
actually.
I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of Maripede. But here in the fortress,
Probably wasn't the best
strong
idea.
will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the Pancration Ring.
Yeah,
You can
that
always
sounds
see
like
how
Child.
amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumors, rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow. It sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But
Yeah.
has a child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he
they
wanted
have
to come back,
prison
he should wait for
records
nighttime
though?
on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now.
Right,
We already
Paimon.
know in our hearts that he must have managed to
You
escape
will break
somehow.
any promise for food. I know.
Is it also possible that something unfortunate happened to him?
I hope not.
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. That's one thing we know
Yeah,
for sure.
except me.
Okay.
Been there,
Why don't
done
we just
that.
brainstorming possibilities?
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
I mean, we did beat him up once in the story, so... Okay, let's investigate this then.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Do you think
Oh,
Child
I know
got trapped
someone.
by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child here. Let's get going.
So we should probably meet with Linny and Lynette then. So they can tell Fremini to
We finally
investigate
learned
the
some key
pipe.
information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Child like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our
Trying
jobs
to
easier, that's for
escape?
sure. Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy. Let's try to get some rest while we still can. Nighty-night, traveler!
Night, Paimon. Oh. Here we go. That's one part done.
It's morning already? Paimon still needs more sleep. Huh?
That's how my husband feels every morning.
It's one of Linny's cards. Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone
I
has
just
the day
did.
off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some
Though I'm sure
investigating.
Gecko is even worse because he
while
doesn't
since we
even
last
wake up in
talked.
the first
Have
place.
you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information. Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here for a bit more before we go.
this. And we also get rid of this, and for this I need to... that's not what I wanted to do. To go to the Adventurer's Guild to completely get rid of that stupid little point. Oh, wait. Can get rid of you, though. Yes. Thank you. Let's jump down here. Oh, please. I hope the quest didn't kill her.
There are some people talking over there. Let's
Cutscene
listen
is
in on the
the
conversation.
best actually opportunity to drink something. So good timing, Gecko.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. Or marked for life.
Yeah, that sounds very realistic, sadly.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Fuck?
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen,
yeah.
Things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants
Why
to
do
live
I
in
not
the
remember this
ruddy
conversation?
overworld anyway?
That's brutal.
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa.
Chill, guys.
Really
Just
unhappy
chill.
about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
Well, I mean, the others just call it a prison, which isn't much better.
That's true.
I mean, isn't Underworld often associated with like crime anyways? Like the criminal underworld, so it's actually pretty fitting.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
That's rude, Paimon.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that.
I'm sorry.
Fine.
I told Paimon
You're
this
lucky
would
we don't
be
mind
rude.
extroverts that much.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before
Wouldn't
that,
mind
it
that.
just so happens that I know you two.
Really?
You do?
Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself?
Oh,
Practically everyone was
that's-
talking about it.
Yeah.
Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Did we?
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Why does he
Your
sound
group?
like one of the goblins from World of Warcraft?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're
Oh
not playing
god,
with
you
bombs
found
or
the
anything.
Paimon.
It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we
Where
blow
did you
minds
find
on
that
it.
one?
So, you two really like to gossip? You sure know how to embellish.
Wait, that's a global emo.
You don't
Wow,
get
I
it.
didn't even know
Knowing
that.
intelligence will make things better
Okay.
for example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
thought it would be
You
from like
should prove you're worthy
a
of it.
specific
I
channel
don't
or
mind him.
something. But
Quisto's always
apparently
this way.
not.
Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon
But
can
it's
still
literally
taste it
just the
whenever she
hungry one.
closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth,
But well, that's
I've been helping
typical
out with making
Paimon
those
for you.
welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true
I
professional.
think she's just
In fact, I even went to
flattering you. Oh
culinary
no.
school.
Oh
Enough of
no.
that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn
think
what's
Gecko
really
is
going on
bored.
here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated.
Is
the
it?
Overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them.
I don't
You've already
think
met
that's
the one person here you
entirely
should never
true
cross,
though.
the Duke, Risley. He knows more
If
than
it's
you
like a
think.
family
And
member
if
or
he
a
doesn't
friend
care
of yours
about
who's
something,
down
then
here,
he
they
often
I'm
doesn't
sure
bother
they
dealing with
care.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
Really?
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a
That's
researcher that could
actually
turn dirt
useful
into
intel.
moral. Once you're in the Fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Oh, I'm pretty sure your skills will still help you though.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
Oh no.
After all, I do remember seeing Lord
The
Veen
rumor
beat
mill
Jurier
is
to a
alive
pulp that
down
one
here.
time. And we might be overthinking things.
Might be or might not be. Hi, welcome. So, do I go to the infirmary now? Oh, that's not the infirmary. Oh, I just noticed. Nope, she didn't die, but she hurt herself pretty bad because of the cutscene.
Hey, you over there?
Hello? That's not the
Yeah,
infirmary.
you. Say, do you like playing card games?
No!
Genius Invocation
Go
TCG?
away! I actually never unlocked that with this account.
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Huh.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No.
All right.
I
No
don't have
pressure.
any cards actually.
But why would you
I
be
never
looking for
unlocked
people to
it.
play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
I
Whether
mean,
you're
that's
throwing down cards or
also a
throwing punches,
kind
it's all
of
a
fight,
competition, isn't
right?
it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Can you actually
Great!
play
Since
the
you've been
card
here longer
game
than us, you need to flex
against
your
other
seniority a
players
little
or
bit,
no?
right? Maybe you could start by
And
telling
if
us
no,
newcomers
why
some
not?
stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now.
I mean, it
All
only
right,
would
then.
make
Did you have
sense,
anything
right?
specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
I think
All
card
right.
games aren't
Have you
my
heard any
thing,
strange
but
rumors since you've arrived?
sure there are a lot of people who enjoy it.
Then did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
Yeah, that's everywhere the case.
Yes, you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more
Don't think
time
you'll
on their
find
hands.
any place
I
without
heard that
gossip.
they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And
That's
chefs
not a
love
bad
to
thing,
pass
though.
the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh?
Interesting,
Wait,
but I
are
don't
you
think that's
serious?
helping us.
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden?
Everyone is here for
Go from an
some
ordinary inmate to
crime, you
becoming the
know?
manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that.
No,
Where did you hear about
the
it?
cannibals were made up.
Just
I
a
think
rumor
that
we've
one
been
is
hearing,
true.
But no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Ugh. I told you, I
We've
don't
talked
even
to
have
just
any
about everyone,
cards.
And it's about time for us to go meet Linny.
I did not unlock
Party
it.
left us. We should go.
It's up, I think. Let's go find Linny. So he can send Fremini to explore the flooded part. Nope, it's not here actually. Is it down? Okay. Oh no, please don't. Please do not kill her. Okay, there we go. It's even. Nope. Oh no, I have to go right that stupidly long elevator again. Ugh. Fine. And I might even need to wait for it to come. Okay, no, it's here. Okay. Yay! Ridiculously long elevator ride! Whoa! No idea why they thought this would be a good idea. Come on. Go faster! There we go. Like the other rings aren't that far apart from elevation, but this one Now I'm confused. Oh shit. Why did I not find this last time? Thought I looked around. Oh, it was a different elevator. Huh. Okay, but that's still the wrong area though. Why did the line lead me down here then? What the fuck? Go down here and go up then the other side again. Wow. Pretty helpful, yes. Could have probably just walked there on the upper floor. Well, at least I do have the teleport point now. Oh no, it's actually weird. That is a different floor. There you are.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
A little something. I wouldn't call it just a little something. Paimon's right here.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
I don't think that's
Father
possible.
told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have
Is
to
a
task someone
vacation
with
not also a
professional
personal
diving
reason
skills to
though?
chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Indeed.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long
Do
time.
I actually have to wait this
we know
long
each other's
now?
capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
Yikes.
We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one
Can I
last
please
thing we'd
skip
like your
this
help with.
time?
Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
But that's your mission, not mine.
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
Will she?
Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. My apologies. I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger sister.
That's not a bad thing, right? All right.
Aren't you twins? Is she really younger than you?
Let's go our separate ways
like
for now.
5 minutes or
Don't
something,
forget,
maybe.
we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
guess it's time to call out
Stay
sick.
here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
And I'm sure they can hear you. You are pretty loud, Paimon.
It's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready. Someone, please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Can you not just act? Did you really have to sniff the disgusting pipe for this?
There's no need to
Come on, Lumine.
before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
She's pale. She always
Let
looks
me
like
take
that,
a look.
Paimon.
Please lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler. Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. I see now. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good.
Eh, that sounded like she wanted me to die. What the fuck, Paimon?
Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. Strange. What about here? Does this hurt? Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too
Me,
serious.
every day I eat
Outside of a pretty
anything.
bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious.
My stomach hates me, no matter what I eat.
Complaining about the food
Maybe she should check up on me.
Inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
Oh, that look makes you look very suspicious.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Okay, I guess. No. Oh no, I'm so sick. I'm sorry.
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
Yeah, and the only one. So what kind of standard is that?
Only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
See?
What do you mean?
That's what I
that's
just
true?
said.
That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sijuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Siegeween prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her... you could say she fancies herself as Miss Siegeween's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurrier.
Those two really
forget
don't
that you're
look
the
like
primary
inmates
reason
though,
I have
like
frequent
more
heart
like
palpitations.
Hey, don't
mechanics
start
actually.
now, please. Keep it civil at least.
Like all the like cogwheel stuff on their clothes.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over
Stop
silly
fighting
things
and
like
get a room, you two.
But...
No buts.
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Please allow me to
So
end this
what
boring
crime
and
did you
useless
two do then?
conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurrier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough
I
rest for
thought
me,
you two
so
were
I'm going to get out of this
chronically
excessively
sick,
noisy
so I'm
place.
sure
See you later,
you
everyone.
will see each other here again. If you always have to come here for checkups.
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well,
Yeah, we
his name is
already got your
Jurrier, but I
name.
hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Okay, okay, that's harsh.
stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is?
Okay.
But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Siegeween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine. No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
That was fast.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Siegeween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain, with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
Tsaritsas, we can choose our food down here, though.
Oh,
so
you're going
how
to
am I
take a nap
supposed
already?
to stick
then,
to
you
something
get some rest.
specific here?
but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon. Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left. Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget, bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Well, that was not that good timing. It wasn't a cutscene. Let me find where I have to go. Think to sleep anyways. Ooh. Oh, let me just do it like this. Let me drink something. Since hydrate. And also, do I have yeah. It's annoying me that she doesn't have full HP. Ah, that's still not full, but that will do. There we go.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
I sleep
No,
talked?
but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
We are just investigating what Lenny told us. If there's nothing, there's nothing. But we did what he asked us to do.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Lenny.
Not sure if the little trapdoor looking thingy behind the box is that suspicious. Might just be storage. Good poker face, huh?
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Lenny.
Good, it's not that far this time. Or confusing. Oh?
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
I'm
We've
not
taken
sure
a
about
look
that.
at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago. And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else.
Very good people. Listen, we're in a
Unfortunately,
fucking
there's still
prison
one
right
thing
now.
that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Well, that's just a transaction then.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way. Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
You aren't making yourself suspicious. But we are. There's no one here.
Lynette should be here right now.
Nope.
Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
It's no time to climb the pipes. We need to investigate.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These
The
sure are
meaning
some
of
interesting
laughter,
books.
okay.
Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Probably both.
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way. Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Yeah, it literally just looks like a hatch without a handle to open it.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
You are the one who's panicking. mean, understandable. It's his sister who's missing.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, "Out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards."
This is...
Is that all? The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
Okay.
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question.
Yeah, I think we are different though,
Wriothesley.
since we aren't the
He doesn't
Fatui.
do anything without a clear goal or reason.
We're actually sent
so this
by a
means
friend
he had
of
no
his,
concerns
so...
about your activities from the very beginning. You are not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you
That's
have
the
no
point.
conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that too. Why did he only go after her?
Because he
panic,
knew
just
you
think
would come
everything
and
over.
want to save
I
her.
have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply
No, I
cannot
think
allow
we
Lynette
should
to be
go
abducted again.
to Wriothesley.
I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Yeah, let's go after him.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little
That's
one?
kind of creepy,
There's
actually.
No need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Lenny, wait!
Yeah, we found your books.
It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Rise
Should be right here. Yep, yep. There we go. The plot thickens.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager
Did
to the
I?
point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So, where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't be...
Out in the water drowning?
You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No,
Even
we're
a
still
diver
here,
can't
so
stay
we definitely
underwater
try to find a way
forever.
to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know
That's
just as well as I
mean.
that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have
Which she
plenty of
does.
motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a Harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here.
Is it a
That's such
good
a shame.
idea to tell if
After
she's
all, I've
below
amassed
her?
quite the tea collection.
I don't
I'm
think
looking
so.
forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Is this the
Honestly,
extent of your master
I
plan to get to
imagine she
Father?
likes drinking tea.
No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5.
Oh, now he's counting down like an angry parent.
2. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do
what
whatever
I
you
said.
want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly,
Oh, no.
and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Oh, it wants me to add those clues again.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time? The Fanta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fanta.
Well, that has to do with the second rule,
We
though.
often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. Fanta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed...
No, that's...
The research notes
also
said
the
that
other
the
rule.
Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans.
This
According to
one should
Collins,
also be for the other one,
I've
so...
been told that the infirmary is...
Does the
We often see
order
Miss
matter?
The research notes said that the...
Why are those still in, though? They should be from
We
the
often
other one,
see
though.
Miss Sijuin observing...
That confuses me actually.
According to Collins, the
those shouldn't have
Fonta's internal
anything
report
to do with that though. Weird.
The Fonta promoter has been
Yeah, see, shouldn't
We
have
often see
anything to do
Messi-
with that.
According to Collins, I've been told that the
But that's... They are just... No, they weren't even switched. That's super weird. That's what I did in the first place, though.
Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone.
Oh god, stop this act,
People are not
Paimon.
supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Sijween, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijween visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijween has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijween's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
So you give me this one, right, and then...
The research note said that the Melusine...
Yeah, no.
According to Collins,
It's this, and...
Fonta's internal report... The
This.
Fonta promoter has...
Yep. Still don't know if, like, it matters where they actually are, because for the first one it seemed to...
Too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But
Yeah,
really,
Paimon, continue.
it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the Fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on 2 opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Oops.
All right, and here's the final question.
Think we just destroyed the sponsorship.
What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
I'm a healer, but...
Siegeween? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Siegeween... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
Oh.
My dear Siegeween, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want, but let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Siegeween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
Getting tea.
I
Right?
believe I
That's
hear
what he just said.
footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarand. My door.
This is, becoming a merry tea party here.
Fremine!
Sorry.
What's going on? What is Clarand doing here?
Work.
Well, okay.
Sorry about
That's
shooting
to the
you,
point.
Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
He, looks normal to me, besides being unconscious.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Siegeween may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
That's,
The
a
water
very
has
short,
changed. It's pretty much
tranquilize
as
effect.
expected. The
If
concentration
it wears
of
off that
primordial
fast.
seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Is it really the
Not
time for
particularly.
tea?
If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Can I have one?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
It doesn't look wet though. Looks like always.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Fine.
She just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
Probably, yes.
Everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Yep, we are.
Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Oh, that doesn't sound good though. Oh, please don't puke on me.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
There we go. Can probably ask him what happened when he's a bit better. It's up here, isn't it? Yep. There we go. Can't wait to be out of this fortress, honestly. I really do not like the prison.
Yeah. So.
Then again, it's probably on purpose. It's not supposed to be fun and cozy. It's a prison after all.
She's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Linny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
We know.
It's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater.
Yes, we know.
I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Not here, apparently.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Oh, I think I remember this. Yep. Just oh. No, that's not... Oh no, that was barely enough, but it worked. What are you doing? You're bringing it up, right? But... you are turning it, I think? There... Yep, there's something blocking it.
Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
So... down again. Turn it here. Yep. And then bring it up. There we go. Very small little puzzle. And down we go.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Okay.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep
I
going.
just see algae and seaweed. I don't know what he sees here.
The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait, what the?
Why are you not
My
wearing
heart
your
is racing,
diving helmet
and it's getting
anyways?
harder and harder to breathe. What's going
Yeah,
on?
you are underwater. How are you even breathing in the first place?
No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Well, then let's swim back as fast as we can. There we go.
I can't die here.
There's a lot of water actually. See? But it's no good water. It's primordial seawater.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Still don't get why he's not wearing his diving helmet. Wouldn't have happened if he did. I thought he's an experienced diver. Apparently not. Let's just casually forget to wear our diving helmet.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande,
Well, lucky
you
though.
say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Liddy?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Okay, suit yourself.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go back to him and see what explanation he has for us. Hopefully it's a good one. And we still don't have any real leads on Child. He's still just, well, poof, gone. Upstairs, okay. Hello, Mr. Duke. And hello, Sejui.
Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition has stabilized?
Stabilized.
Infirmary otherwise.
Definitely not
I've been expecting those two, but might I
super
inquire
healthy.
as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
But stabilized is a good way to put it.
Miss Cloran, how are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind,
You think?
I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Yeah, that's some just Paimon for you, little rude flying thing.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Sure.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big
good
deal
prison
out of
warden
a
you
fellow
are.
Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you!
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more
Don't worry, the
irksome
primordial
matters.
seawater doesn't do anything to us.
That you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support
Yeah,
from the
that's
rest of the
kind of
inmates.
too
That's all.
true, since you can't also not go to the surface, right?
Who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, we are curious, very curious.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes.
Follow me.
We've found out some more unpleasant truths, so what's one more? Follow him, he says. Okay, we will follow him then.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh.
I think it's more than a basement.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Okay, let's go down there then.
Stand on the central plate.
Find out all the secrets.
Is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
It's an elevator. Again. Fontaine likes its elevators, huh?
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
Oh, you will.
Huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Sure. Then show us everything.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, so you don't know?
Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it. But it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues...
Yeah, that's not good.
Soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
What else is
This
that?
is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
I mean, we're already down here. Do
No
you
need to
really
panic,
think
you two.
we would be
I've
down
already
here
told
if he
them about
doesn't
our
trust
plan.
us?
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Oh, I'm not harmless if I don't want to be.
How about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant,
No,
Jurier
he's still
is
explaining
quite
stuff,
familiar
though.
with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Merripede?
What? No.
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If
You
I dated
two
her,
stop,
I'd
get a
officially be madder
room.
than
Everyone knows.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
Well, I mean, it can do a lot of things, can't it?
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Yeah, she's easily amazed.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
Shouldn't the ship be on a water surface and not like underwater?
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much.
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria, and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Yeah,
People
that's
believe
true.
that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have
You
a whole
think.
factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
Yeah, that's true, but all humans need that.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Well, since Alecino wants to save Fontaine, I don't think it would be a bad thing if her children know what's going on here.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley? Always drinking tea.
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear 2 people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Yeah.
Must have been Risley and Seashween.
Yeah, I heard 1 male voice and 1 female, so it should have been the 2 of them.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So,
we can now.
Were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Seashween is also busy with something or other, so let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Yeah.
He's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Wriothesley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why?
Because you got too close to a
I
secret.
spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the 2 factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question.
Which would
if Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
I do. Indeed.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Which is fine, because they both would fight for the same cause, right?
I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The 2 of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the 3 of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Oh, Paimon is hungry again.
Paimon's hungry.
Yeah, as always.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
You don't have to tell that Paimon twice. She's going immediately. Food. Food might be the only thing she likes more than us. Oh no, please don't kill me. Yep, I was afraid it would. Ah.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon,
you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin?
Mm-hmm. And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
No problem. Just leave it to me.
Oh, suddenly we are VIPs here and can choose our food, right? How fast stuff changes.
So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day.
Feeling
You're
full
only
yet?
getting my food again when we are out of here. Maybe I cook it wrong on purpose so it doesn't taste good for you. Just to spite you.
I'm so glad to
Because
see
you
all so
insulted
happy.
my cooking,
Oh,
Paimon.
see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Sijwin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well?
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Linny wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linny as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here.
I
With all the
don't
darkness and chaos.
think he would.
Get a
But
good
I'm
night's
sure he
rest,
would
you
enjoy
two.
seeing
You
you.
both worked very hard.
Okay, now game says go to sleep. Guess it was a long day for our traveler.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed.
I've heard that before from you, Paimon.
Super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
I mean, not much else to do. Wow, Paimon's already asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Obviously, Paimon.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running? No, I
That's
can't.
not
Something
good.
must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
Paimon, I think you should get up. Yep, you definitely should get up. That's not a good sound.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye then.
Wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hi. What's going on, you two?
Do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
I have
I've
a
heard
bad
you two are
feeling
new
about
here and
this.
You don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Oh no, it can't be that thing.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is that thing.
What? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention. Please evacuate upwards and outwards. Upwards and outwards.
Yeah, we are basically doing the very opposite of that.
Far outwards as possible.
Where is he? Yep, down in the Forbidden Zone.
They're here.
Just like I said.
A bad thing happened, Paimon. Very bad.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Not good water, very bad water. It's not over. No, no, Keku, that's not yay water, that's bad water. Very bad water. You do not want to drink or swim in this.
3, 2, 1.
So your favorite water dragon will have a very cool cutscene soon. Oh no, believe me, there is bad water.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Okay, let's get to Neuvillette as fast as we can then. Not
That
long.
depends on us.
What is she supposed to do against the water though? I mean, he can freeze it, but like, what can she do? She's Electra, isn't she? There he is.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Okay, let's babysit Farina then. Although she's with father, can father babysit her? Wouldn't that be fitting? Yeah, there we
Steve is probably here already. We need to hurry.
I'm just glad we are
you two
done
the
with the
traveler in
fortress
Paimon?
now.
Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
Yep. On it. Let's protect the little water goddess. Oh well, the spoiled child who loves sweets. It's probably more fitting.
Oh, so you two are the honored
Help?
guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Why help?
Of course! How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your
The press
accomplishments.
cuddle attack, okay.
I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Yeah, I know.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Are we allowed to eat the cake
Perhaps
this
you two are
time?
unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see,
You have
we
little
actually
tea
recently agreed
parties
to
like
get
a
together for
father and
tea
a
when we have the
daughter. That's what you
See
do.
this is a limited type of
That's actually
confectionery that
kinda
Miss
cute,
Farina
though.
simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon
Little
have a
father and daughter tea parties. And we get to
Traveler,
play
what do
along
you
this
think of
time.
this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
Apparently. What I'm interested in is, do you like tea
I
though?
wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Oh, he loves to fight.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas,
I mean, we've beaten him
just
up
never imagined he'd run
too,
into
but
such
we
a
are also
person.
not ordinary people, are we?
I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette. Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Indeed.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
There's like one thing I never understood here. We actually do have proof that he's still alive. But we never show her. We have his vision, and it's still a normal vision. It hasn't gone to a masterless vision, which would happen when he's dead, but it hasn't. So we do actually have proof of him being alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meripede.
Yeah, but that doesn't prove he's alive. We literally have his vision, which would be proof, but
And where
no,
did he go after leaving the
not
fortress?
showing her, which is stupid.
The Fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. That's not true. We do.
Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family?
No, we don't.
Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
How do I know? I never saw one of his letters.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
No, it does, Farina.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Well, now, go and shine, dragon.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess.
No guessing. There's no time.
Who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Still can't get over the fact that this is a mobile game.
A day may come
free
when the
mobile
prophecy is
game.
fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
That's a sentence from the Heavenly Principles. I don't
Seems
think
like
you
the
have to
problem inside has been
apologize to
suppressed.
them
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
after they basically stole your
Indeed.
power.
But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
I don't think he gets human jokes.
Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
Define smoothly.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina, as the Hydro
That's
Archon,
literally what
I
I
am
accused
sure
you of
understand
doing.
the
Just
exact meaning
playing
of the
house
phenomenon we
with
just
little
witnessed.
tea parties.
Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable? The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every
Very
faction
French
is looking
of
for a way
you.
to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Heart have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not
I mean,
alone
Genshin
in my doubts.
does have good voice
All the
actors in
children
general.
of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon.
Huh.
How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you
Honestly,
sworn
I
to protect
don't
supposed to
remember
survive
how
in a land
Noctis's
that will
voice
soon
sounds at
disappear
all.
beneath the
It's been a
waves?
while.
I have my
And I might
ways,
even
and I've been
watched
working on them for
in
all this
German back
time.
then? I'm not sure.
Even if you look down upon me,
Yeah.
you have no right
Well.
to judge me. Fontaine
A good
will
voice
be
actor
saved.
should have a big range,
Even-
right?
Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Oh. You don't even know certain areas, but that I can see that actually. It's a Shadowlands character,
Then
by the
I'll
way.
ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
And kinda a vampire actually.
My
It's from
machinations
he's from
are
the
just like
Vampire.
the prophecy itself. They will only reveal
Which is
themselves
the
at the fated time.
Gothic zone
It is just that beings like yourselves
in
are unable to
the
perceive
Shadowlands,
them
basically.
as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
I mean, you notice it with Lynette and Hina. It's
That look in your eyes.
very little
Have you
difference
not
in
even
the
prepared
voices for
one of
both
those?
characters. Super noticeable.
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal?
Oh no, now I have the
What do
song
you plan
stuck
to
in
do
my
with
head
the
again.
massive amounts
Ah!
of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
She
The
doesn't have
Oratrice?
any clue.
It's just like it appears to be.
And how does it appear to
So
be,
you also have
Lady
no
Farina?
idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that
She has
someone
no
is not
fucking clue.
you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose
From
you
Kingdom
must
Hearts,
have ordered
okay.
him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly
I mean, you
right.
could Google most of
Please keep
the
it a
voice
secret for
actors
me.
from Genshin and you
Of
would see
course
they've
I
done a
will.
lot of stuff.
Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by
Like
your side.
I
very
told you
well.
earlier,
Let's stop that conversation here.
the voice actor
There are
from
still a few slices of cake left,
Kitching.
so please,
It's all
help yourselves,
also
everyone.
SvetaSchnee and I forgot her name, but like the character from ReZero and stuff. So she's doing a lot too.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake?
Like
Those
leaving
who
the
work
sad
hard
discussion of the
deserve
strike and
gratitude
what it's
and
really
praise.
for
You
and the
too,
drama
Paimon.
about it aside. The
Paimon will
the
take
voice
this on that
actors
offer.
they have are good voice actors. They have a lot of talent,
Oh,
which
Paimon's
makes the whole
super full.
situation like
That
even
cake
more
was
sad.
great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the
Considering
highest
that
quality.
they might
Yes,
lose
and
those
we must
good
thank
voice
Renee
actors.
for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored
Oh,
to be featured
really?
at Miss
That's actually
Farina's
kind of
table.
funny.
And I was merely catering
And
to Miss
like
Farina's
worlds
tastes,
apart,
seeking a chance to
like day and
chat
night
over
actually.
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well, we'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Paimon's coming too.
Sure, let some escort further out, I guess. Oh, it's not letting me switch to any other character. I see. No teleporting around then. Oh no, what did you find now? Oh, I mean, her voice actor definitely is good. I mean, she has to keep up the theatrics and stuff.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Okay.
Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. Do I look like an irresponsible father
Oh
to
no,
you?
definitely not.
The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
Makes sense.
I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me
That's
to share
actually
my
one
perspective
Rune
with
Factory
you.
game I haven't played.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Actually, I haven't played too many. I have played 2, I think.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting
Am I
someone
forgetting?
shortly.
No, I think it's only 2 that I have played.
Do you require help with
The
any preparations?
aren't the special ones
No need. I will
actually
take care of it
remakes
myself. I need to meet
of
with
the
Farina,
older ones?
the Hydro Archon.
I'm not sure.
She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a
Actually,
silver
can we
platter.
have that outfit as a
It's so
skin
easy,
for her?
It's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
It's kind of funny
Not
that the
long
cat
after,
tried
my
to run
informants
first, but
confirmed
now the
what I
cat
had
is
guessed.
back at
After
Farina's
returning to her
side,
quarters,
actually.
Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession.
It's quite funny since I do see him
might have been hidden in a place
as
that's
more of an
hard for
Archon than
ordinary
Farina
people to
too.
access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Eudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Eudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Lenny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Yeah, damn
It
near
wouldn't mean
assassinated
anything,
her.
even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
What did you find?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel.
I think
Gut
his
feelings
voice
often
is
do not
pretty
require justification.
noticeable
It is,
because it
however,
has
quite
this
amusing to
slight
me that after
lisp,
all my years
almost.
working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss
So
regarding the
that's
identity
one you
of the
should
god of the land
you should
of my
actually
birth. Don't you think Fontaine
like
is
recognize
quite
if you
intriguing?
know what to
A
look out for.
catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you. You don't
I
need
mean,
to commit to
somehow he
anything
needs
right
to
now,
make
of
his
course.
money, and if
I
that's
have a
his
feeling
job,
that the
it's his
situation will
job, right?
continue to evolve.
And if he's good
And
at
as
it,
your
he
name
gets
is
a lot
often
of roles.
connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Well, his voice actor probably has money because he has a
certainly
lot of
returned
roles.
quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette,
Welcome
is
back.
it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
No.
You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh?
And it
Why
starts to
is it
rain.
raining all of a sudden?
Come on. You still don't know Paimon? Remember what they said about the Hydro Dragon? Well,
You
here
may
he
be closer
is.
to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
Yep. The Dragon Sovereign of Water.
Dragon of... what? Huh?
Indeed.
Please do not be so surprised. Farina?
Neuvillette! Neuvillette, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we?
Oh no, we
You're
did.
not actually the Dragon Sovereign of Water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
No, he is.
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. will definitely help you keep it a secret.
Yeah, don't trust Paimon with secrets,
Paimon
please.
wants to ask you though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Yeah, no, we are not going back there right now. Are you still here, Gecko? Oh, I could actually, go get that. Before I forget that and just log off. There we go. What the Yeah, well, I wanted to basically tell him a little fun fact if he was still here, but if he's not answering, he's probably asleep, you're right. And he missed all that cool dragon stuff too.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Okay, give me that. And let's do this. What else does this want? Oh, oopsie, I just didn't do that yet. But it's no matter, I don't really need the daily quests if I always finish it with the quests from the main story. Okay. Honestly, if I would pay him as a mod, see, you're here. So you got that with Neuvillette and everything. Then I do have a little fun fact for you. Since originally the dragons held like authority over the elements. What you know now as divisions are basically based on dragon pearls, which are wish-fulfilling pearls that are gifted by dragons, which means visions are basically Dragon Balls. Do with that knowledge what you want, but I think you might find it amusing. And with that, with that little fun fact, we will be ending stream for today, and I hope we can actually finish Fontaine next Genshin stream. Not entirely sure. Water, fun fact. You can drink water. That's not a fun fact though, that's just a fact. Great messages again. There we go. Oh yeah, see, I do have the little crystal now too. So it changes with like 3 months. And is he still online? Yes, he is. Then I do know who we are going to raid. It's been a while. Okay, then thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.